shit, baby. Hey, listen. I flow anal.
Well, go on, yo. Supreme evening. Just had some thoughts and shit. You know, it's always even though the energy is an equal value on both sides of the coin, there's always been like a deeper confusion to keep you in the loop of both sides of the energy. And that's by taking away the attributes of what good can actually do. And you started seeing all the things that was spoken about anybody to be good. You started seeing these things as like losing qualities. And people would always say like for example, the good guy finishes last, or ain't no love, don't show love because love will get you killed. Like the system found a way to make you not look at good in a different way. And for that matter, you never seen people that were naturally good grow up with the understanding on what to do in full totality. Like, what's the weapons that good has? Well, particularly if you're evil and your point is to have me suffer in some form, which would give you validation on your particular type of energy, then my weapons of formalization would have to be to dispart from, because it takes involvement. Everything takes involvement to be in these particular understandings. And the involvement takes over more of the emotional concept of the individual who's reaping more of the value of one party, one side. So that's the evil energy affecting a person of good quality. So you have to think about it in the right way. What are all the components that allow that circumstance to take place for you to be in a absorbing energy to that frequency? Well, automatically, first and foremost, you have to be a part of it. And you have to find out what's the mechanism that's being used that has you a part of whatever circumstance comes into fruition. Once you understand these things, you can remove yourself, because you can see that with the particular situation being brought at hand. It's like saying the person got drunk, then they jumped in a car, then automatically that person can crash and hurt somebody, right? So that's a 3-step process. You got drunk, you jumped in a car, and then you crashed. So automatically it's just speaking to the value of alleviating one of the main components that would not allow the person to hurt anyone, right? So now take away drinking and you jump in a car, less likely to crash. So it's like that. When we're looking at life and circumstances, and you have people that you deal with, family, friends, jobs, whatever, and there's a particular energy that's coming at you to have you react in a certain way. Based off of the particular energy, you know what the reaction is automatically going to be. This is like looking at the consequences and repercussions to a situation. But deeper than that, you get a chance to see it fortuitively before it takes place because of the energy being brought to you. So at that point, you can literally slow down time and change the outcome of what that's going to be. That's the power in your hand. So you got to keep in mind, you're more valuable than you actually know. In order to have an evil act take place, it has to have someone of a kind heart to take place on. It's like saying you can't strive for righteousness unless you fail. So you got to have an opposite counterpart to play the role in, to build the confusion. Don't be a part of it. I don't care what it is. You have to strengthen yourself to understand. Your mind has to be stronger than your emotions. And that's the real key. When your mind becomes stronger than your emotions, then you can see every situation for what it is, and you can choose whether or not you want to be involved in anything. And you don't have to get loud, brash. You don't have to curse nobody out. You ain't got to fight. You can just make a choice. I don't want to be a part of that. The end of that situation, and stand on that. I'm not going to be a part of this, and stand on that. That's those particular frequencies. Once you understand what you're doing, then you'll be all right. I ain't going to hold you. Like I said, I was just having some thoughts. And it's a lot of you people out there that are good people. And if you are a good person, armor up. Because you do have weapons. Just like you feel the negative things that take place, it makes you feel like people don't care. Well, you have the actual power not to. And that's not to give a damn about what anything is trying to inflict on you. Give it to the Most High. It's not your burden to carry. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just trying to show you something. NAGA.